Well, hey everybody, this is Poyette, and tonight I'm going to just do a very short video that's a follow-up to my cancer video that I did last night, the cancer and lifestyle. We're going to call this cancer and lifestyle part 2. I wanted to, and it's going to be very short, I promise you, but I wanted to make you aware of um, an individual who's working in the area of cancer who's had some remarkable results with his patients. His name is Dr. Tullio, Tullio Simoncini. That's Simon like Simon, and then Cini. So it's all one word, Simoncini, Simoncini. And Dr. Simoncini has been working in the area of cancer for many, many years. And he was actually repulsed by what I was telling you last night, the various protocols that were available for cancer and the ineffectiveness of those protocols. And so he started researching, trying to find out what he could do to get to the root of people's cancer and what he could do to actually not treat the cancer, but to actually cure it. And so I'm going to give my disclaimer right now. I can't claim any kind of expertise in the area of cancer treatment because I'm not a cancer doctor, but Dr. Simoncini is. And he's had remarkable results with his patients using a very unlikely, and you're probably going to think this is weird. You're going to think this is, you're going to be like, boy, yeah, for real, for real. And I'm telling you, you need to do your research. I'm going to give you his website before I tell you about this remarkable substance that he uses to treat his cancer patients. But it's a website. The website is www.cancertutor.com. And then you do the /, and it'll be Simoncini, Simoncini. Okay, so that's www.cancertutor, tutor, like a tutor, like a when you tutor a student. So cancertutor.com /Simoncini. So Simoncini. So Dr. Tullio Simoncini, years ago, he just stumbled upon in his research the fact that cancer cells very much act like fungus cells. Their growth, their response to certain substances was very similar to fungus. And so one of the things that he determined about cancer cells and their relationship to fungus cannot stand a, um, a simple salt called sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is baking soda. And that baking soda would actually, in fact, kill fungus. And so he started treating some of his patients who had breast cancer, colon cancer, and various other cancers, skin cancers, and other cancers, with a simple baking soda mixture. And he even treated some of his patients using a nebulizer machine with a mist of baking soda solution to treat lung cancer. And so some of these people who other doctors have given up on, doctors have sent them home to die, are still alive today because Dr. Simoncini used his simple baking soda solution to treat his patients. Now, I don't know if you know how much cancer treatment is running these days, but let me let you know what it's costing. The average cancer treatment today, now in today's economy, is $350,000. That's over $250,000 to treat yourself for cancer, and you may still not survive the cancer. Dr. Simoncini's treatment costs $3. I'm gonna let that soak in. $350,000 for surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, or $3 for baking soda. So I would invite you to go to cancertutor.com, or just Google Tullio C. Mancini's name and follow his research. Get his book, Cancer is a Fungus, and do your own research. Uh, I'm not telling you to not listen to your doctor. I'm not telling you not to take your cancer medications or to take your cancer treatments. What I'm telling you is what I've always told you. Whose temple is this? It's your temple. Whose responsibility is it to make sure that you are healthy? It's your responsibility. And so when you know better, what are you supposed to do? Do better. And so I'm not telling you this is going to work for you, but once you have received a cancer diagnosis and you've taken various other protocols and they haven't worked, what in the world do you have to lose? So take the time. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for somebody that you love. Take the time and do your research. Look into Dr. Tullio C. Mancini's findings. He has various videos that are posted online, and he has a very heavy accent because he's Italian. But if you take the time and listen to him closely, he explains thoroughly, and he gives many testimonials. He offers many testimonials from patients who have been treated with his baking soda solution. So I know it sounds a little strange, a little unorthodox, but sometimes the things that work are the things that are really quite simple. And we kind of overcomplicate things in this country because, like I said in my video last night, cancer is big business. 350 grand, that's big business. So take your time, look at the videos, go on the website, and see what Dr. Tullio C. Mancini has been able to do with his patients. Cancer cells do not like sodium bicarbonate. Another thing cancer cells do not, that a cancer cell cannot tolerate is a well hydrogenated, oxygenated system. For example, if you are drinking adequate water and your body is hydrated, if your body is alkaline, and see, that's the beautiful thing about baking soda. Baking soda is alkaline to the system. Okay, although it's a salt, it has a salt base. Baking soda, is alkaline in terms of its pH, and cancer cells cannot tolerate um, an alkaline system. They need acid. They need an acidic system. Okay, that's why I was trying to tell you last night to stay away from the sugars, because the sugars become acidic, or they cause the body to become acidic, and that's a perfect breeding ground. A perfect breeding ground for cancer is an acidic body. So I don't want to go back over what I said last night, but what I wanted you to get tonight was I want you to start your arsenal of knowledge by researching Dr. Tullio C. Mancini, by checking out his testimonials from his patients, and then you make a decision about. And also, you can use Dr. Tullio C. Mancini's remedy, or his recommendation of baking soda being incorporated into the body to actually prevent cancer, if cancer has not already taken a foothold in your body. I already told you last night, each and every one of us has cancer cells already in our bodies. It's just that our bodies are able to keep them in check. But once our immune system gets out of sync, or our bodies become weak because of stressors or environmental toxins or just toxic overload or acid overload, then cancer cells are able to proliferate and grow, and tumors form, or they metastasize and they move to different parts of our bodies and they just take over. The longer we stay acidic, the longer we stay deoxygenated, meaning you're not getting enough oxygen in your body because you're not drinking enough water, you're not doing deep breathing. Most of us do a lot of shallow breathing. You'd be amazed at the people who have like sleep apnea, where they actually stop breathing all throughout the night. They'll have periods where they just don't breathe. And so my uncle just did a sleep study. He stopped breathing like 57 times during his sleep study. That's That's a lot of oxygen missing from your brain, your body. So, you got to make sure that, you're doing something. If you have these kinds of issues, that you're doing something that's going to help keep cancer cells from getting a foothold on your health. So I'm going to stop right here because I promised you that this would not be too long, and we're already over 10 minutes. So last word on it, go to www.cancertutor.com/Simoncini, Simoncini. Dr. Tullio Simoncini loves what he does, and he loves people, and he's a sincere man. And he was ostracized by the Cancer Society and by cancer professionals for exposing the truth. He was stripped of his license for a period of time for healing people. And so you got to understand that there are people out here who do not want you to be healed, who want you to be treated for cancer, not healed of cancer. And so you got to see the game that's being played, and you got to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to be a pawn in the game. Okay? I love you too much for that, and I hope you love yourself too much for that. I'm going to leave like I came, with peace and love. But once again, you are responsible for your temple. Take charge, and the time is now.